Indigenous youth and prevent self-harm and suicide, we must stop the destruction of Mother Earth. When we Indigenous youth see governments, extractive industries, and multinational corporations raping and destroying Mother Earth, it simultaneously destroys our hope for the future and diminishes our will to live. There is a direct corollary between the harm to Mother Earth, especially on our lands and territories, and Indigenous youth self-harm and skyrocketing rates of suicide. Furthermore, extractive industries and the burning of fossil fuels are causing climate change. We need the United Nations and governments to take real action on climate change, and we therefore respectfully submit the following recommendations. That the special theme of the 15th session of the UN Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues be Indigenous Peoples, Territories, and Extractive Industries, and that the UNPF2 hold an expert meeting on Indigenous Peoples, Territories, and Extractive Industries prior to the 15th session. Number 2, that the states adopt a limitation on oil and fossil fuel extraction, whereby 80% of all fossil fuel reserves be left in the ground. Number 3, that the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change and the forthcoming Paris Accord implement and protect the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples and all other human rights instruments. And number 4, that the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change and the forthcoming Paris Accord include legally binding commitments to reduce greenhouse gas emissions at the source by 60 to 80% as recommended by the UN, without the false solutions to climate change, which include carbon trading, carbon offsets, clean development mechanisms, REDD+, carbon capture and storage, monoculture tree plantations, and agrofuels. Madam Chairperson, our connection to the land is such that when we see mining companies ripping into the land, we find it physically painful within our own bodies. When fracking injects chemicals into the earth and poisons our waters, the women, children, youth, and all Indigenous peoples are also poisoned by those toxic chemicals. When logging destroys entire forests and ecosystems and we see such death and destruction before our eyes, we begin to lose hope in humanity. The question of whether or not the future is even worth living for in the face of such destruction is put into our minds and hearts, and many Indigenous youth lose hope to the point of believing that self-harm and suicide is the only way out. My own work against fracking in North Dakota has shown me and my reservation community firsthand the urgency and direness of this situation. This kind of extreme energy extraction negatively impacts the mental and spiritual health of our youth. When I look into the eyes of my 1-year-old daughter, I see such hope and such light for the future, and I want that to always be with her. And this is why our organizations are proposing these recommendations as a next step to help ensure that all Indigenous youth do not fall into the trap of self-harm and hopelessness, but rather can fulfill our role as joyous and healthy guardians of our Mother Earth. And in closing, I would just like to remind the United Nations and everyone here today that we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. Matsigidads, thank you.